Hey everybody, it's Greg, your favorite love guru, coming to you live with another episode, exciting episode of the Art of Relationship show. Going to be talking about, you got it, self-pleasuring, masturbation, and I want to know what your thoughts are, and what is masturbation to you? And we're going to get into this, no pun intended, right after this, so do not go anywhere, okay? I'll talk to you in a bit. Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's the Art of Relationship show, and I'm your host, as always, Greg Dudzinski. I'm a fully licensed professional counselor, relationship and sex therapist for many, many, many years, over 2 decades now. Yeah, I'm old. Okay, so being able to look at, I'm not one of those bona fide, just throw it out there coaches, right? I have a lot of experience, a lot of education in doing what I do. Okay, now talking about masturbation, and you know what? Don't run and hide. Don't go nowhere. Okay. I want to know, what your take is on masturbation. And I got so many stories to share, with couples I've worked with over the years, individuals I've worked with as well, that, about their take on masturbation, for it, against it. I'm all for it. Okay. I'm all for uh, exploration, if you will. And don't forget, you can join in the live chat below. And I apologize, I don't have the phone system set up yet, or I have it set up, but I'm missing some speakers. So I'll get to that, make sure I have it all set up for next week. Um, and to be able to go after, number one, what is your belief about masturbation, right? We grew up maybe, oh, don't do that, don't do that. You know what? Guys, you grow hair on your palms, right? You'll go blind. All those stigmas about masturbation. And it's sad, right? It's about self pleasure, self exploration. And why is it wrong? We could talk about, there's kids 2, 3 years old that start touching themselves. Oh my God, don't do that. And there's a lot of shame that goes into it, guilt and shame. Oh, you're dirty, you're nasty. You know what? No, it's a natural part of our physical being, if you will. So don't shame your child. Don't shame your kids if they masturbate, if they touch themselves, right? There's nothing wrong with it. It's wholesome, it's healthy, it's very natural. Do not ever shame your kids, teens, whatever, for masturbation, okay? Or your partner, right? I'm not into sex shaming at all, but especially when it comes to this, right? Now, teach your kids, you know what? You need to do that in private, okay? Go in your bedroom, go in your bathroom, be private about it. You don't want to, all of a sudden you're jerking the gherkin in the middle of, your maybe kindergarten or 12th grade classroom, right? No, you want to teach boundaries. You want to teach about, what is maybe appropriate. But other than that, you know what? Don't shame your kids, your teens into masturbation like you were shamed, right? Like I said, we're going to grow hair on our palms. We're going to go blind, that type of situation. I want you to be able to enjoy yourself without shame, without embarrassment about self pleasuring, right? So we have to look at, number one, what is your belief about masturbation, right? I'm all about, maybe for myself, about self pleasure. It could be stress relief, right? It could be about finding out how you want to touch yourself, how you like to be touched, right? And let's face it, our hands, fingers, whatever might feel differently from somebody else's. But can we also teach our partners, right? How we want to be touched when it comes into physical pleasure and pleasuring ourselves, right? Now, do you just go for the genitals, or do you also maybe touch your nipples, other body parts? These are all part of looking at how you want to be touched and about self pleasuring and self love. And a lot of people are going to say, gross, whatever, right? And also, what are your other beliefs about masturbation, right? Is it that, oh, once we're married, once we're in a relationship, you don't have to masturbate no more? I'm like, what? And I've run into, couples, there's been more than you realize, that think that their partner should not be able to, not allowed to masturbate because it causes them embarrassment, right? And the embarrassment comes from, or maybe hurt might be a better term, that masturbation causes them hurt because they feel like, oh, they'd rather masturbate than have sex with me, right? So they said, I've had people that, women have said, I don't want my man to masturbate. He's got my mouth, my hand, my vagina, those type of things. Why does he need to masturbate? And a lot of people don't understand it. This goes for men with women as well. And believe it or not, I don't make this stuff up. And I'm trying to challenge people's beliefs and look at, why is it wrong? Why is it incorrect? And masturbation, like I said, could be stress relief. You don't have to worry about, pleasing your partner. You don't have to worry about anything except yourself. It might be a time constraint. Maybe you work different shifts from each other, or you don't see your partner for a while. And you have a lot of people that, get maybe hurt that, oh, their partner is going to masturbate and not have sex with me. Now, why should you be ashamed of masturbation when it's about you and your own body, right? Or now, okay, I'm going to give, credit where credit is due. Now, if your partner would rather masturbate than have sex with you, now we're talking about an issue, right? Is it an individual issue? Is it a relationship issue that your partner, right? Man, woman, doesn't matter, would rather masturbate than have sex with you. And now it hits right here. Ugh, oh my God, it hurts. I don't turn my partner on. So now you understand how some people might think or some people might feel, again, not a wrong, where they get hurt and they start shaming and bashing and downright being rude and mean and manipulating their partner into not masturbating because it's all about how they feel about themselves instead of, hey, it's your body, do whatever you want, right? So looking at that's a whole nother issue, right? Whole nother maybe episode to talk about why your partner would rather masturbate than have sex with you. Are you not available, or it's always on your terms? Is it the type of sex you're having, or maybe the type of sex you're not having? Are you even able to talk about sex or talk about what your partner enjoys, loves, or what you enjoy in love? That it's easier for you to please yourself because your partner doesn't know what they're doing, right? Are you able to teach your partner? Okay. Are you able to teach them? And part of masturbation is looking at, like I said, being able to go after what you like, how you want to be touched. It goes with pressure, right? It goes with maybe speed, that type of thing. Not only are you circular motion, or are you more, stroking type of thing? Woohoo, baby, right? Come hither, right? So these are all things that you can teach your partner into being a better lover for you. Woohoo, I'm all about that, right? And some people feel bad. They feel, ashamed that their partner even masturbates. Or when you masturbate, what ways do you masturbate? Do you explore your own body, your own physical pleasure? Do you incorporate toys? I know people out there that, oh, it's okay if my partner masturbates, but if she has toys, I'm not down for that because they feel like they're being challenged or going to be replaced with that toy, right? And I get it. Is that insecurities? Is that the male or female ego or pride at stake that you're worried about? There's a competition between a toy and you. Now, can you step up your game? Hey, teach me. Maybe you can teach your partner how to use the toy on you, or is that too embarrassing for you? This is all part of sexual maturity and sexual confidence as well. When you're able to say, damn right, Greg, I masturbate. Hoo, right? You want to watch? And how many people, only do it? It's only for a private, if you will, a private thing that you incorporate, which is fine. Or how many people are able to incorporate masturbation into their sexual repertoire, excuse me, and being able to have your partner watch you, right? There are still people that are 50 years old, believe it or not, 60 years old, that have never masturbated at all. Men, there's a lot of women out there that have never masturbated at all. I look at it as sad, and I look at why is that? And there's some people that still believe masturbation is gross, it's shameful, it's sinful, it's only sexual, any type of sexual activity is only to be with a partner when you're married, which is sad, right? And I challenge those beliefs. I'm like, you believe what you want to believe, but I want to know why. And do you know the truths about masturbation, about love, about sex versus the stigmas and the shame that maybe religious or very conservative groups throw out there and tell you how you should be versus how you want to be within yourself. Okay. And it's sad. And I challenge beliefs. Why? What are you afraid of about masturbation? Are you afraid you're going to die from it, get cancer from it? Are you afraid, ladies, if you masturbate, that you're a slut? No, we're not in this sex shaming, slut shaming. Hell no, not at all. We need to stop it. It's part of self pleasure and exploration. That's what it should be all about, right? Absolutely enjoy yourself. And what is causing you not to, right? I look at that and that tells me maybe a little bit, maybe I'm wrong about your self confidence when it comes to sex, maybe about your view of sex and your view of how you maybe materialize how sex should be, might be a better term for it. And it tells me that maybe you're closed off, you're very conservative and very shy when it comes to sex. Am I wrong? Maybe, maybe not. Again, it's not a one size fits all. And I'm not about, me being right. Hell no, not at all. I want to learn from people, learn from you, but I want to challenge you. What is your belief? What is your view about self pleasuring, about masturbation, right? So, um, going after, do you want your partner to watch you? I think it's freaking hot to be able to watch my partner, right? You watch her, being able to masturbate. And hey, Greg, I love it. I love watching her please herself. That would be freaking hot, right? And, all the time, no. But, and I respect, hey, you want private time? I get you. But to be able to share that and share that with each other, I think is one of the most intimate things a couple can do, to be able to watch your partner masturbate or have your partner watch you. Maybe you're embarrassed. Maybe you can learn. I want to know how you please yourself so I can learn to be a better lover for you. That's what it's all about. And a lot of people still have a lot of shame about that. Maybe there's body shaming. Maybe there's still a lot of shame and guilt surrounding being able to self pleasure and masturbate, right? And, I'm all about, I think masturbation also is one of the, maybe the essence about, self expression, even though a lot of people don't, see you, of course, you're in private, but it's way to express yourself that you're not being judged, right? You're not being shamed about it. You're able to enjoy yourself in your own thoughts in your own body, and you don't have to worry about anybody else. What's wrong with that? And if you can incorporate that into your overall sex life, you're going to start seeing your sexual being blossom more, to be more open and being able to explore different elements instead of being closed off and being overly conservative about your sex life, right? And it's very, very sad that there's people, like I said, that are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s that still hold these views when they could be missing a lot of sexual pleasure, a lot of enjoyment and fulfillment, not only sexually, but what does sexual pleasure mean for you? Does it build you confidence? Does it build you, maybe helps you be more relaxed, not as uptight, to be more open with the world around you. All good things, right? So I want to challenge you, and you can get all this from self pleasuring and about masturbation. Now, what are some, masturbation techniques that you like to do? I talked about, different pressures, right? Do you like to masturbate, with your whole hand, with your thumb, your finger, your all your fingers, that type of thing? What way do you like to stroke your genitals, right? Is there a certain way, a certain format? Do you like to masturbate with music? Do you like the lights on? Do you like the lights off? Do you only masturbate in the shower, right? These are all things that are part of you that you can explore within yourself to bring you more self pleasure and to be able to bring you happiness, right? Maybe joy into, man, I feel good about doing this, right? Some people feel great going for a mile run or working out in the gym and they're all in live, they're doing yoga or doing whatever and they feel great. Masturbation can have the same effect, but a lot of people have this stigma still about being able to, enjoy masturbation without shame. We need to get rid of that. Now, when you masturbate, do you use certain products, right? Do you use lubes to masturbate? Some people, maybe guys use lube or hand lotion, the old proverbial, right? Maybe some women use, water based lubricants, right? And if you are not using any toys at all, right? I'm all about using grapeseed oil. I recommend this. It's high in vitamin E. You can use coconut oil. You can use I have a brain for olive oil, that type of situation. But you have to realize, those oils will stain sheets, towels, that type of situation. And you cannot use those oils, even though they're like a vegetable oil base, grapeseed oil, fruit seed, it's a fruit based oil. They can disintegrate and break down latex toys. So you have to be careful. You have to use a water base or a silicone proof lubricant when you use on the toys, because some toys, they can break down if they're latex based. Okay, so a little education piece. What other ways do you use or incorporate self pleasure into you? What is your favorite way or favorite form to please yourself that you can incorporate, maybe include in your own relationship with your partner? And it's all good things, it's all woohoo great things, right? So being able to, maybe there's certain toys you like over more toys. Maybe you love vibrators. Maybe you hate vibrators. And this goes for men and women both out there, right? Maybe men want to enjoy the, self-pleasuring aspects as well. Hey Heather, hey, what's up? Appreciate you joining in. First, I agree. It's so freaking hot watching my partner. Oh, let me reread this. It's so freaking hot watching my partner masturbate. Second, adding or incorporating a toy during sex is hot and enhances the experience for both people. I agree, Heather, very much so with you. And again, it's an individual base. It's an individual take on sex, your own beliefs about sex, and your relationship status as well. I think it's freaking hot to be able to do all this stuff as well. And if you are with somebody that's closed off or that's a lot more conservative, is this going to make your sex life boring? Is this going to make your sex life that you can't even talk about this stuff, or that you feel shamed even bringing this up, that you always feel like you're on totally different pages when it comes into masturbation, self pleasure, and sex in a whole? And this is one way that you can incorporate that and expand your own sexual repertoire, your own maybe beliefs about sex, and challenge them, is through masturbation and self pleasure. And there's nothing wrong with it. I definitely appreciate you sharing, Heather. Woohoo, big time, big time. So, what ways are you able to incorporate self pleasing masturbation into your sex life? Maybe it's a way that, a lot of women, it's hot. Even if you're having, penetrative sex, it could be anal, it could be vaginal, right? And it's hot when women maybe touch themselves with their, maybe masturbate while they're having sex, having penetrative sex with their partner, right? They think it's hot. And the guys, oh my God, it's freaking hot when women touch themselves, for most men. Again, not all men. We can't do a one size fits all. Okay. So we need to be able to look at, how can we open, number one, do we want to open up our own sexual repertoire, our own sexual beliefs? And what is the harm in challenging our own sexual beliefs that, oh, if you masturbate, you're going to grow hair on your palms or go blind, right? Or, it's just wrong. It's rude. It's sinful. Oh God, no, hell no. So what are we doing to sort of hold back from challenging those beliefs and seeking self pleasure? It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you human, and it can make you and enhance your own life. Believe it or not, when you have sexual pleasure with yourself and with your partner, it enhances your whole life as a whole. Your mood is better. You have different maybe outlooks. You have more positive outlooks on the world as a whole because you're feeling better about yourself and more confident about yourself. Those are all great things. They're all terrific things. So I want you to challenge your belief about self pleasuring, about masturbation. And those that, maybe masturbate and they're pros at it and they love it, maybe you're a little reluctant to be able to incorporate it into your sexual repertoire with a partner, or your partner's afraid maybe they want to do it, but I can't bring this up. I can't bring this up because they're afraid they're going to get shut down. They're going to get belittled, criticized, or shamed. How could you even think such a thing, right? I want you to be able to, have that talk, to be able to feel that it's not as awkward, to be able to talk about sex and self pleasing and sexual pleasing as a whole. And if you can't, and your partner's reluctant to do that, then my question is maybe you are with the wrong partner, right? And I challenge those beliefs. Again, I'm all about having couples to be able to be on the same page. And I'm all about people being more connected in a relationship and being more connected sexually and emotionally. Absolutely. Right. But there's sometimes where the compatibility is just not there. And are you in a situation where you have people, oh, that's all you think about is sex, or sex isn't everything in a relationship? But for a lot of people, myself, it's a very important part of a relationship. It's the difference between, a friendship, right? And a romantic relationship. Let's face it, it's the chemistry, it's the sex, it's the physical component. And if you partner only wants a roommate and doesn't want to explore sexuality, then you have to look at, are you going to live unhappy for the rest of your life in that situation? And again, I'm not promoting that. It's everybody's choice, and no one should make that decision except for you, not me, not anybody, not any religious preacher person, not any other professional, not your relatives or friends. Okay. So be able to look at and think, hey, man, I love this. I love masturbating. It's a great thing. It helps me, sexually. It helps us as a couple, like Heather mentioned previously, which is phenomenal, right? I give her a lot of credit. So what are you going to do to sort of kick up your self pleasuring and your masturbation techniques, or maybe exploring different ways you want to masturbate, right? Maybe you want to be, there's women that masturbate on their stomach. Maybe they're, on their back, on their side, right? Men, the same way. Other than men, it might be hard if you try to masturbate, maybe not on your stomach, right? Just because of biology, right? So different techniques, different ways, different forms, maybe even different places in your home or whatever, the masturbate, right? That it could be a different experience, even though it's the same type of technique. It's just a different experience if it's in the shower, but not only in the shower, it's more on your bed, or maybe it's in the living room, maybe it's in the kitchen, right? That type of situation that brings you maybe a heightened sense of pleasure, arousal, and maybe even excitement, which we're all after, right? So think about this, and I'm hoping these tips will help you not only increase your sex life within yourself, for yourself, but within your relationship or future relationships down the road. Okay. Make sure you check me out. I'm all over social media. Look me up, Instagram, TikTok, under Love Guru Greg. You can check out all my videos, all my show episodes. I think I have probably 500 at this point, really 500. So look me up on YouTube under Love Guru Greg, on Facebook, the same, Instagram, TikTok. And also, if you are listening to the audio version only, I get it. Then you want to search for the Art of Relationships show on every listening platform. Okay. And I still need my latest book. I know came out, oh boy, a while ago now, probably 8 months ago or so. I'm still working. I want to do an audio version of that book. I'm just trying to find the time, and I know a certain format I have to follow as well. So I appreciate you. Peace and love for all the support, people. Take care. Enjoy your Wednesday hump day. Okay, everybody, take care. Bye bye.